We're here at 340 Marshall Road in Fitchburg.
Well, we're going to be talking to Jim Lattanzi, owner of Hollis Hills Farm.
She's Alice Cardinale.
He's David Janisi.
And this is Forks Over Fitchburg.
Welcome to tonight's Forks Over Fitchburg. We are here at Hollis Hills Farms. We're sitting down with Jim Lattanzi, farmer extraordinaire. Hi, Jim.
How are you?
All right. How you doing?
Wonderful. Welcome to the farm.
Thank you for having us today. This is a gorgeous day.
Gorgeous day.
Absolutely spectacular. If you have never been here, I think one of the first things everybody's got to do is come out onto this deck and check out the view. That's step number one, I say.
Reasonable.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
So, farmer extraordinaire, and I believe it when she says that. I mean, you have it running through your veins. Can you tell us a little bit about your backstory, Jim?
Well, I had my first business when I was 10, and I sold eggs on my bicycle. I mean, I delivered them with my bicycle, yes. So I grew up in Lunenburg, and I've always had somewhat of an entrepreneurial spirit, and I've had a passion for agriculture. So put the two together and, see where it takes you. Fast forward a few, years, a bunch of them. And we've landed here in Fitchburg. My wife Allison and I bought this farm in March of 2014. Many people knew it as Marshall's. It had been Marshall's forever. Closed to the public for a while, and we brought our farm with us. We had started farming over on Hollis Road in Lunenburg, at the top of the hill. Hence the Hollis Hills Farm part. We had an existing business, and as we were ready to change what this had been into and make it our own, we brought our business name with us. Since then, we've added and changed and morphed and grown, and it's become something quite special.
It's become a destination.
Absolutely.
But it didn't start out that way. So it was baby steps. So when it officially became Hollis Hills Farm, what was it? What were you known for?
So, this place was always known for apples. So we picked up and ran with the apples and pumpkins. We brought our own business with us, which was selling maple syrup products. We make lots of maple syrup. Eggs and meat. We sold beef, pork, and chicken. And it worked. But, as kind of time passed on, we were trying to figure out other ways to create revenue, things that worked and didn't work for us. And, honestly, the meat business that had been kind of the genesis of our farm was tough from a retail standpoint. What's really cool, fast forward a few years, and now all of a sudden we're actually back into it, because now instead of selling prepackaged frozen product that you would take home and cook yourselves, we cook it for you here at the farm. And so it's another whole level of farm to table that we're able to offer. So
Awesome.
But it's been a lot of fun. And again, we've added lots of different things. Right now we're at the beginning of strawberry season, but I think when this airs, we'll be towards the end of it. But we do U-pick. And it started as a fall farm. It was always basically September, October. We made all of our revenue in 2 months. And in the last few years, we've been able to kind of stretch that out a bit. And we open now the middle to the end of May and run all the way through Halloween. And we've got food service every weekend.
Yeah.
I think that was probably the most genius thing you did. If you just, you come out on the deck, that's stop number one, and then go down to the outdoor bar and where you can get your food ordered, from the kitchen. It's a no-brainer. You were a genius to do that. Because now it's, as Dave said, it's a destination.
Yeah.
It's 100% a destination. People from all over. You're not just Lunenburg, Fitchburg, Leominster. You're getting people across the state.
We're fortunate we have quite a draw.
Yeah.
They come from all over. It's always fun to hear where people are coming from, or where they, found us, or somebody told them to come check out this or whatnot. But it's been a lot of fun kind of building this to what it is. We've added all of the different U-pick crops. So we've got strawberries, and we have blackberries and raspberries and blueberries and peaches and nectarines and pumpkins, and then we've got the big cut flower patch that comes later this summer, and of course apples. And so being able to offer something, the whole season, and then incorporating that into the menu. I mean, we're blessed with a setting.
Absolutely.
I'll say one of the things, in my opinion, that really helped put Hollis on the map, really nationally, is your maple syrup reputation. And I come from the tourism world, and I happen to know firsthand the impact that your syrup has in terms of its notoriety. But maybe for the viewer watching who maybe doesn't know about your maple syrup or have never tried maple syrup, if you want to talk about that a little bit.
Of course. So here at the farm, we're one of the largest maple producers in Massachusetts, and we are the largest in Eastern Mass. We process here. We have lots of taps throughout Fitchburg and Lunenburg. We haul all that sap back here to the sugar house, which is in the next building over. We process in the ballpark of 100,000 gallons of sap a year.
Amazing.
So we make lots of syrup, and then we supply, we have, of course, have it for sale here at the farm, but we serve lots to other restaurants. So we service a lot of the restaurants in the Boston market. When Great Wolf Lodge opens back up, they were a great account for us here. So everybody that went through the buffet over there, when you got your pancakes and you got maple syrup, it's our maple syrup. And so that's one of the things, I mean, being the largest producer in the eastern part of the state, you know, when the press is looking for maple coverage, they kind of tend to end up here, which works to our advantage.
Of course.
And so we've gotten lots of good coverage regarding maple. But then when people show up for maple, they look around and they go, what is this place? This is something different. You've got more to offer. And of course, here we are talking about the more that we offer.
Absolutely.
And I think one thing that's worth noting as well is it's clearly a place you can take your family. If you have young children, you know, or, you know, older children, whatever, the whole family. But you also have things that will draw, you know, maybe like a more college-age crowd, young adults, you know, if you're, you know, like this guy here. Yeah, you want to just come and listen to some live music, grab a beer, have some food, chill with your friends. You've got that. If you want to do, like, let's go pick apples, the pumpkins, you know, the traditional fall stuff with your little kids, you can do that. It's really, you're hitting all the marks.
We're trying real hard. But again, it's, you know, we have a 4-year-old son and a 7-year-old daughter, and it's like, what do they want to do?
Yeah.
What are the things that keep them entertained? You know, and of course, when we set everything up around here, it's all about, you know, being comfortable, because the whole front lawn is fenced in. You know, there's animal pastures on the one side, and there's a wall and a fence on the other side, and you can sit down, you know, enjoy yourself, and be comfortable that your children are within eyesight.
Absolutely.
But there's still plenty of room for them to go roll down the hill or to
yeah.
go visit the goats. You know, they may suck every quarter out of your pocketbook to feed the grain, but you know, it's something you can relax, and everybody's having a good time.
Absolutely.
It's the food, it's the drinks, it's the atmosphere. One of the other things that is popular, especially today, which we might do later, Alex, is the ice cream at Hollis Hills.
Yes. So we serve Maple Valley ice cream. It's coming out of Hadley, Massachusetts. It's 16% butterfat content. It is.
So that means it's good.
It's rich. We got good friends out there, and they do a fantastic job. And so it's, you know, keeping it local. I mean, we do everything that we can to provide local food, whether it's, you know, stuff that we produce our own. I know a lot in the menu, you know, we source our produce from Dick's Market Garden next door. You know, we do everything we can, whether we're working with Smith's Country Cheese up in Winchington, you know, the bakeries in Methuen that we use. So it's really about local.
Yeah.
And of course, we're very fortunate that we've got a great executive chef here at the farm. The food's on par.
And speaking of that executive chef, Nate's going to take us now into the kitchen, where they're cooking us up a farm-to-table burger, from my understanding, which I have already had, spoiler alert, before, and it happens to be my favorite thing on the Hollis Hills menu. But we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the Hollis Hills menu. And before we head into the kitchen, we're going to go to the main stage, where there's a performance happening right now by Whitney Doucette and the Moonshine Band.
Enjoy.
But the train keeps on rolling. Hi, my name is Isaac Carter. I'm the executive chef here at the Hollis Hills Farm. I'm going to be taking you through our fully local farm-raised burger. Everything that we make with this burger is done within 40 miles of this restaurant, including the beef that we raise here on the farm. We make our own bacon. The lettuce and tomatoes and onions are all within 5-minute drive from our location. It should be delicious, and we're gonna go at it. So we have our grass-fed, farm-raised burger that we not only raise here, but we also have it slaughtered locally at LeMay Butchers and Sons in New Hampshire. They do a specialty grind for us, and so we start off with a little salt, a little bit of pepper. We want to make sure we season both sides liberally. We have a little bit of oil just to get our flat top nice and hot and greasy. We want to try to make sure that we get a nice sear on both sides of the burger, capturing the flavors in. It holds the flavor really well. They use there's a nice mix, short rib, as well as sirloin in there, as well as the chuck meat. So one of the things we do here at the farm is we raise pigs, and we use them in our pulled pork, but the pork bellies we take and we make into our own maple bacon. We are one of the largest producers on eastern Massachusetts for maple syrup. So it's a sort of candied maple bacon that we do. It has a brine of like Worcestershire and molasses, but a major component being maple syrup. We smoke it ourselves on site, as well as then we slice it, and then it has a nice, beautiful thickness to it. It's applied liberally with maple syrup even afterwards, so it's not fully candied, but at the same time, it has a good sweetness to it. Excellent saltiness, and we actually even serve it as an appetizer, just straight bacon. We want to make sure the bacon is crispy and well cooked on both sides. So we use Smith's Family Farm cheese. It's a cheddar cheese, sharp. We get it to slightly melt a little bit on top. We want to add our bacon, so it kind of melts and all kind of marries together. We're liberal with the bacon. Everything is always better with bacon. So we like to melt the cheddar just a little bit, so all the flavors marry together. The bacon sticks to the cheese sticks to the burger. It's all kind of marries together and makes a beautiful, sexy, delicious burger. With our bacon fat and all the rest of the burger juices, we'll just slightly warm our bun. We don't really toast them per se. Our bread is made from Fantini Bakery, which is in Haverhill, Mass. So you're talking a full Massachusetts burger right here. So we have our burger, it's nice and ready to go. Cheese is nice and melted, crispy bacon. And now we're gonna go over here and assemble the whole thing. So one of our steps is we make our own garlic aioli, more or less like a really garlic mayo. We confit the garlic and then hand make it with eggs and a little bit of lemon juice. So it has a roasted garlic flavor to it. Our locally sourced lettuce, as well as our tomato, a little bit of red onion. So to finish with our burger, top it. So we give a number of sides, everything from our barbecue French fries with our own barbecue spice mixes as well. But one of the highlights that we do, especially this time of year, is again with the local Dick's Market Garden, cucumbers, red onions. We do a cucumber dill salad, which is red onion, dill, little bit of apple cider vinegar, local cucumbers. It's a nice refreshing, especially with your bacon in the burger. So this is our Hollis Hills Marnie burger for your pleasure.
Can't get enough Forks Over Fitchburg? Be sure to like our Facebook page for additional content and news on future episodes. You just never know where we'll be heading next.
it. Yes. Farm-to-Table Burger. Check it out.
Get a close up of that.
I mean, that's
that
worthy of a
name.
zoom. Look at that thing. Now that's a burger.
It's as close as you can get to a farm-raised burger.
So I'll say, this is, I think I said this at the beginning of the show, personally my favorite thing on the Hollis Hills menu. But before we dig into this, Alex, which I know is going to be very hard to do, we got to go over this because I'm staring at the actual restaurant menu.
Yep.
And the variety here is second to none. You've got a great array of options here.
Yeah.
Everything from your regular menu to even a gluten-free menu.
Of course.
So let's kind of go. What are some of your favorite popular dishes here at Hollis Hills? What do people like to order besides the burger?
The burger, we sell a lot of the pig candy BLTs. They're very popular, where Chef Carter smokes his own bacon right here at the farm. I mean, the burnt end brisket sandwich, oh my goodness. Yes.
Now, do you have a personal favorite? Or is everything your favorite?
I'm more of a grazer.
Okay.
So, I mean, I tend to blend things if I make my way through the kitchen into a bowl and wait. But I mean, the chop salad right now is very popular.
This is one of those types of menus that, for me anyway, I hear what you're saying about kind of like grazing, because I probably, I mean, like, I'm liking everything that I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, this is one of those menus that it makes it hard for you to decide because you want probably
You just
6 or
have
7
to
things.
come
you see.
back and try them all
I mean,
one at a
but that's the
time.
moral of the story, right? Then
Yeah.
come on back and get something the next time. Yep.
But yeah, no, we really, I'm very proud of what our team has put together downstairs.
Yeah.
You know, the quality's there. It's being able to incorporate everything that we do.
And as the head honcho, does that mean you get to taste test everything?
Of course, yeah.
Perk of the
Yeah,
perk of
I
the
mean,
job.
I trust their abilities, and so but at the end of the day, I of course
It's all about
have
quality
to.
control.
Yeah,
You gotta have
let's
that.
be honest.
You know?
And aside from the amazing food options you have here, let's not breeze over the fact that you've got quite the options when it comes to your spirited beverages, we should say.
Of
Let's
course.
talk spirits. Yes.
Let's talk spirits.
Yes.
And you work with Wachusett Brewery.
Of course.
You work with Stone Cow. I
Yes.
mean, you really back up what you said when it comes to collaborating with local businesses in the area.
Of course.
So let's talk about that.
I mean, everything that we have on draft here is brewed or crafted in Massachusetts. That's the whole focus is local. We do a lot with Wachusett. We've got a great Belgian white from Newburyport. We've got Carlson's hard cider on draft, and of course we offer lots of canned beverages as well. And the girls are always coming up with something new for the drink special of the week. And so I'm sure we'll be into the strawberry sangria here quickly, and then anything that we can do to incorporate the fruit here at the farm. Whether it's using some Tito's and crafting something up. I mean, but it's always fun to see what they're coming up with.
And what I love is the conveniency factor for the consumer, because yes, you have your traditional outdoor bar down below the deck, but you also have that express. What do you call it?
It's just the beer trailer over here.
beer
So
trailer.
if there's too many people in the line for you, you can right
beer,
across the lawn,
just-
just
okay.
right across the lawn.
The convenience.
It's very considerate,
Yes.
I think. One thing I think that is worth noting too is the fact that you do have hard liquor.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of people with a place like this would probably just assume beer, wine, and
Yeah.
the story. So because I know some people, they're not really beer drinkers, they're not really wine drinkers. They like the hard stuff, and you got it.
We've got it.
Another base covered.
Another base covered. With alcohol, that's where we get to be creative.
Right.
I mean, if you're a wine drinker, I mean, it's wine in a cup. If you're a beer drinker, it's beer. But when we take, we can make our own drink specials out of, the local product, mainly our own. But
It definitely
they
provides
come up, absolutely.
more creativity. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the fun part.
And this time of year too, there's nothing like a specialty cocktail, especially if it's made fresh with, fresh berries,
Right here.
spice, like
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
mint,
mints and
basil,
we've
things like
got
that.
an herb garden out back that Chef Carter uses, and the same thing that the bartenders do. They mix with that too, and that's really the whole gist of what we're doing here is incorporating everything that we can into this.
Yep.
For anybody who's watching who has never been to Hollis Hills, I mean, what more of a selling point do you need?
Stop what you're doing right now.
I mean,
Well,
and
unless
this
it's,
is going
you know.
on all summer long.
It is.
You have music Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, the atmosphere, it's everything.
This is the place to be.
It's and I'm speaking as a Fitchburg resident myself. When you guys kicked this off last year, I was here almost every weekend, and it seems to be the case this summer.
Yeah.
And it's becoming the place to be. I'm honest when I say that. There are plenty of options out there throughout the area, but I always seemingly find myself coming here because it's everything that you're looking for in terms of having a great experience.
Yeah.
It's a destination.
Again, covers all the bases.
But we've got great options here at Fitchburg. That's
Right.
we are one of. I would never want us to be the only. You know, my wife and I, we try to support everybody we can locally, and we go out to eat quite frequently. You know, busy schedule. What do you do? Where are we going?
right.
Yeah.
What's for dinner? Where are we going? You know, and so you know, we're fortunate to be one of the team here in the city.
And that's a great attitude to have. And I think that's one of the reasons, too, why you're so successful, because you're all about collaboration and being, you truly, I think, you really kind of embody what the word community means.
No, that's what our job is.
Well, I mean, just in that vein, I know that Hollis Hills sponsors, was it the hay bales for the upper common?
of course.
You know, because you're very civic minded, and that's something to acknowledge and not breeze over.
That's what part of this, being part of the city is about. You know, this isn't about us. This is about being part of the community.
Yeah.
You know, we offer an experience here, and and that's our job at the end of the day. But we're also, we really are part of this city.
Love it. Well, Alex, this burger has been taunting me enough.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
time.
been talking trash to me. It's insulted me.
Look at it sitting there.
And so now I need to kill it.
Oh, well, can we mention the salad?
Yeah,
so we got
of
a
course.
nice cucumber,
Yep.
looks like red onion salad.
Yes.
For those who perhaps are interested.
It smells delicious.
And it does smell really good.
But again, we use all of our local produce. So
Yep.
our cucumbers coming from Dick's, the onions from Dick's.
Yep.
Everything is local as we can be in season.
And that's a big, that's
Right there.
half of what makes everything taste so good. Is, nothing is better than when it's in season.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
what you got going on here.
So you wanna pick which side, Alex?
Well, this one's been looking at me, so.
That one's been looking at
Yeah,
you?
it's looking straight at me, so I guess you're my friend now. Okay. Looks amazing. And I can tell it's cooked correctly, at least the way I like it cooked.
Perfect.
And these are high quality utensils, too.
Yeah,
Okay,
all
you can-
all compostable.
Are they really? Ready.
Alex, I usually let you get the first bite.
You
so-
do. Ladies first, right?
Ladies first.
I mean, let it not be said that Dave Genesi is not a gentleman. Oh, gosh. I mean, okay, ready? Here we go. Winner, burger dinner. I mean, come on. That's great.
All right.
I appreciate is this brioche?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's cooked perfectly. I'm speechless. See, I'm stuttering. I'm just all a mess. I mean, as I called it out, it's anyway the way I like it cooked, Bacon has a nice crunch, which I like. One thing I really can't stand, if you get bacon on a burger, if it's all floppy.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, man, Excellent. And then I do like the lettuce, tomato. Oh my gosh, mess. And the red onion obviously is, you got to have that.
So, Alex,
Yeah.
I guess the question is this setting it off for you?
Well, but there's something specific that's setting it off for me.
What is specifically setting it
I
off?
can't give enough credit to the way it's cooked. It is cooked perfectly.
It's cooked perfectly.
That is setting this off for me. Juicy and delicious.
Juicy and delicious. All right.
Yep. Give it a whirl.
Well, first of all, Jim, how dare you? How dare you create such a wonderful burger?
It's great.
And I've had it before, and the burger's delicious. And I don't think we've talked about what is actually in the burger.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure the viewers watching are like, what the heck is in the farm-to-table
Yeah.
burger? So, Alex, why don't you read off what's in it?
It'd be my pleasure. We've got Hollis Hills own grass-fed 6-ounce beef patty, lettuce, tomato, and onion, which I recommend keep on there. Don't get rid of one of those. Smoked bacon. We've got Smith country cheese, cheddar to be exact, some garlic mayo, and a brioche roll. And I think that's all. I mean, a symphony of flavors.
You're not kidding.
No, that's what. And it's like, but even though it's simple, but you know what I mean. But it's also creative.
So who's solely responsible for this? Ooh.
Ow!
So-
And he's on my ass about screwing things up.
I saw a bee. I saw a bee. I
Just
jumped.
abused me on camera.
So who's solely responsible for this combination of burger? Is this all from your brain?
This is Chef Carter.
Chef Carter.
Listen, I taste test and give approval.
Yeah.
Chef Carter really is the creative genius when it comes to putting the combinations together. Yeah, absolutely.
It's phenomenal.
Job well done. Perfect thing to have on a summer afternoon with a beer. You know?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it really is. I'm taking some of the cucumber salad because this is, I mean, it's something else that's just staring me in the face. Again, perfect summer side dish. I mean, nothing says summer like a cucumber salad.
The problem is that traditionally on the show, we usually take 1 or 2 bites and then it's like, we do the rest off camera. I can't
You're
stop
not
eating
going to be able
this.
to do that, I can tell. Yeah.
It's very difficult.
I mean, hey,
You know what is like my favorite
it
part of
to
this burger? It's that bacon.
yeah.
And I'm sure we all saw Chef Carter, he must do something special glaze or something with that bacon.
Of course.
Is the maple syrup used at all? in
Yes.
that?
Yeah, it's a smoked,
right.
maple bacon. So we cure it here and smoke it here, and then
And that's
tell.
available as an appetizer should you be so inclined.
Or also in our BLT.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the bacon is so dang good.
It's in everything.
That
It
it's a side.
It permeates the
Makes
menu.
sense.
Oh well, yes, of course.
It's a side.
You can literally get it as a side.
What do you think of the salad?
Very good. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's a good combo for sure.
Yep. Absolutely perfect.
So is there anything else about the food, Jim, that we want to cover?
I think. I mean, you just got to come try it out. That's really what it is. And of course,
comes down
we will. You know, as the season progresses, we bring in. We have a special of the week. You know, and of course, that's going to be incorporating whatever's new out of the field and into the menu. And I know we've got lots of good stuff coming in the pipeline, but I don't want to reveal all the secrets.
So there are some exciting things that people can expect in the future of Hollis Hills.
Of course. We're always thinking. You have to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Jim, and you do it well. You keep those thoughts coming, Jim.
It's about the team.
Yep.
These are not all my thoughts anymore.
Well, Alex and I are going to enjoy the rest of this burger and the side salad here. And while we're enjoying this off camera, we're going to head back to the main stage for one final performance of Whitney Doucette and the Moonshine Band.
She's just like
So before Alex and I wrap things up with Jim, we decided it's time to go talk to some of the patrons of the farm.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. Okay, so we're here with Matt Straight of Straight Real Estate Solutions. Probably seen their signs all over the place if you're in Central Mass and beyond. But yeah, so you're here today. I know you are a patron, you know, on your spare time of Hollis Hills Farms, but you're actually hosting an event today for your clients, right?
Yes. So we are having a client appreciation day. And the reason why we're having it at Hollis is very family friendly. I have 2 young kids, so once they get in this area, they can't really escape, which is kind of nice because you have fencing.
So I'm here with Brian and Sparky here at Hollis Hills. Brian, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So how often do you come to Hollis Hills, would you say?
Now, not very often because we're building down the Cape, but we owned the Howarth House Bed and Breakfast, and Matt helped us sell it last October. And but we used to come here all the time. I mean, you could see the house and see the farm from our house.
We love it here at Hollis. Personally, we come all the time. So my wife and I, we bring our kids, and Jim's a great guy. So yeah, we want to try to support them as much as possible.
And as someone who's been a longtime Fitchburg resident, what do you think of Hollis Hills?
It's fantastic. I think back in the days when George Marshall had it and how they had a lot of plans and everything. And Jim has made those things come to fruition, I'd say, as far as getting everybody here, a laid-back place to listen to music, have a beer, meet friends. That's the best part.
Yeah.
And just hang out on a beautiful piece of property.
You know, if anyone out there watching is interested in perhaps hosting a similar type of event, Hollis Hills can hook you up just like they did for Slate Real Estate Solutions.
Yeah, so they were great. So we actually were able to create our own menu. And so all our clients, they have a menu that they can choose from, and just very easy to work with.
And Sparky, what do you think of Hollis Hills? We'll take that as a yes.
So I'm here with Ashley and her family who are hanging out at Hollis Hills Farm this wonderful, wonderful afternoon. How you guys all doing?
Good.
Awesome. Thanks for chatting with us today. So where are y'all from?
Fitchburg.
Loving it. Supporting a real local business then.
Always. We try to.
Good. You come here a lot then?
A few times.
Yeah, a few times?
Throughout the seasons, apple picking, summertime eating and drinking, having a good time.
Well, I'm here with Caitlin. Caitlin is the bar manager for Hollis Hills. And Caitlin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, an employee of Hollis Hills, bar manager, you gotta have a favorite drink.
I do. Well, usually it's what's new, but this week we brought in Cisco Hard Tea. They have 4 different flavors, so that's been fun to try. I do enjoy getting to try all of the new drinks, as well as making the drink specials each week. So,
How you doing? How's that grain? Is it tasting good? And I think she got a fresh shear not that long ago. They do that here at Hollis Hills Farms. They shear sheep. Okay, back to you, Dave.
One of the great things here at Hollis Hills is the animal atmosphere, and we're seeing that here with Chester. And Chester, why don't you tell the people watching what your favorite food here at Hollis Hills is? Let's confirm that goat grain seems to be all the jazz here at Hollis Hills.
Well, so speaking of drinks, what are we having today?
We got the Carlson cider on tap.
Wachusett blueberry.
Wachusett blueberry? All right.
He had a Corona, but finished it already.
All right. I like it. Very nice. Yeah, so the cider, super popular nowadays,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so, and you
Always.
come here for, you mentioned you come here for that.
Sometimes, yep. Or the food and just the environment.
What's it like being a staff member?
it's awesome, honestly. I enjoy coming here every weekend. I look forward to it. You can't beat being outside in the summer and the fall months when the weather is beautiful in New England. So I really do enjoy it. And everyone here is like a family. I enjoy seeing everyone every time I get in, and I know everyone's name, even though we just started 3 weeks ago. We have a lot more employees this year than we have in the past. So it's been fun meeting new people, seeing old faces, and yeah.
It's great.
Really.
What do you like to eat here? What's your favorite thing?
The burgers.
Yeah, the burgers? Oh, nice. We had one too. Oh, and wings.
Yeah, the smoked wings are really good.
Oh, love it. Awesome.
You are clearly a drink expert as the bar manager, but you must have a favorite dish here.
I do. It's not really a dish. Our cornbread is to die for. That's the one thing every day that I love to grab at the end of a shift or in the middle. But also chop salad. The Cape Cod chop salad is a new thing on the menu this year. It's not very different than what we've had in the past. That's also a close second.
And we have some other members of the family here. I don't know if
Some
Nate will get
puppers
them.
down there.
Yeah, we have 3 corgis. If you can't see them off camera, but yeah, amazing, beautiful little guys.
Very
there.
dog friendly.
Yeah, we love to bring them places where we can.
I was gonna say, so that's a draw for you to come here because you can bring the dogs.
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. I love it.
My favorite thing is probably that it's a one-stop shop. You can come with your family, your friends. You can go apple picking, pick strawberries, blueberries, flowers, all sorts of things across the street. Then you can head over here, grab lunch, grab a drink, listen to live music. We have live music every Friday, 2 bands on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. And then you can go get dessert upstairs, ice cream, cookies, anything you want. So it really is a one-stop shop. We do see a lot of people that do spend the day here, which I feel like is not usual for a restaurant atmosphere. So, and I see a lot of familiar faces every weekend too that I enjoy getting to network with those people and like to see them coming back, that they're enjoying themselves too.
So for those of you who missed the promo to this week's episode, Harriet back there, one of Hollis Hills' milk cows, took quite the shine to Forks Over Fitchburg's own Dave Genesi. Oh my God! Oh please, Lord, let her chase him.
Oh yes, go ahead, lick me. Oh,
This is hilarious.
Wonderful. Oh, your tongue is like
Can we
sandpaper.
change it? What do you do? He's like, I'm trying. You can be like, I'm trying to come over there, but I can't get a, something like that.
Sake.
She likes me too much.
Can we just like?
Yes, we got to do it that way.
Oh my God, I'm gonna need a shower.
Oh, what am I?
Alex, it's on to
all
Forks
right.
Over
Okay,
Fitchburg.
I can't get over what's happening behind me.
Sake. Oh my God, her tongue is like sandpaper, sweetheart.
Is she just
Thank
likes
you. I'm
people,
flattered.
or is on?
Am I taking a picture of you or not?
No, I was gonna take. I just want
My
to take
arm
her
is
on the
turning
cow.
red of the look
Walk
at.
away from her.
She keeps following me. Look at, I'm bleeding. Her tongue. And I'm pretty sure I just stepped on a cowboy, Alex. So you've got your wish.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
but it's an affectionate headbutt, right?
Thank you so much. That was so nice of you.
Honey. And well, he's here to pay homage to that.
Harriet, why don't you come on over? What am I, just a side of beef to you? Flavor of the month? I feel so used. Harriet? So Jim, is there anything else you'd like us to know about Hollis Hills Farms?
I like. I think the best thing is just to make sure you tell your friends and
Oh.
come back.
Oh, they're
Consider
aware.
it done.
They are aware.
Consider
yes.
it done.
No, of course. I mean, we just our whole goal here is the experience. You come, the food's good, the view's good. We enjoy being part of this community. We're lucky to be part of Fitchburg. It's one of those things where we sit up on the hill. We have a lot to offer in this city, and it's really an honor to be part of that community. And so being, I appreciate you guys coming here to feature us today. And it's one of those things that we're really happy to be doing what we do, and we'll be here a long time.
Where can someone find you online?
Everywhere. HollisHillsFarm.com, on our Instagram page, our Facebook page. I think we even have a Twitter page.
Awesome.
I'm not a Twitter. I don't tweet very well, but
You got people for that.
Yeah,
Right.
we really, and that's one of the best things for us, is that we really have an excellent team, right down to the kids that park cars. From our management team, we're very fortunate, and this is now our 8th growing season here at the farm, and it seems like every year our entire staff comes back, and so we do hire in new as we're growing, but it's been wonderful to have the same people year over year come back and work with us.
Well, it says a lot about the way you manage your business.
Of course, for sure.
Well, Alex, I had a great time today.
I don't think it's possible to come to Hollis Hills Farm and not have a good time.
Couldn't agree more. Well, we're going to leave our viewers the way we always leave our viewers. And that is to always remember that there's life, liberty.
And the prosciutto of happiness.
We hope you enjoyed our spring-summer finale. Enjoy your summer, and we'll see you in the fall.
city of Fitchburg is experiencing an economic upswing. As a result, the culinary scene is expanding and diversifying. There's a story that lies behind each dish.
And we're gonna tell it.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today.
Showcasing the fresh
The flavorful
and the finest
of Fitchburg.
and beyond.
She's Alex Cardinale,
And he's David Genesi.
airing on FATV.